Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'll be showing you guys some more Ultra League Premier Cup battles with this new team I've created, which includes Dragonite, Tangrowth, and Poliwrath. We did use this when we first tried this Poliwrath team, but I did really enjoy Dragonite as a starter for this team, mainly for the Premier Cup, because people mainly don't use Togekiss, or if they do, we do have plenty of counters against that. If you guys do enjoy today's video, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. Alright guys, for the first round, my opponent's first Pokemon was a Scizor. Scizor is a bug and steel type Pokemon, so we will be doing not very effective damage due to dragon types being not very effective against steel types. He is shielding my Dragon Claws, and that is very good. I do think that he shouldn't have, because it is going to be doing not very effective damage once again due to dragon types being not very effective against steel types. I do decide to make a swap out into my Poliwrath to get ahead on energy. I do think I go for the farm down, or I do throw in an ice punch to get a bit of damage off, so then I could go for the farm down. I did also make a swap out into my Poliwrath due to Night Slash will be doing not very effective damage against fighting types. My opponent does also make a swap out into a Togekiss to counter my Poliwrath, but it really didn't work because that does allow my Tangrowth to come in. Since he does have 0 shields left, he will be taking some heavy hits with my Rock Slides, and we are taking those charms fairly well, and that is very good. My second Rock Slide does charge up, and it will definitely faint him from the health that he is at. If he does make a swap onto Scizor, that will be okay, because Scizor is a bug and steel type Pokemon. Although my Vine Whips will be double resisted due to grass types being not very effective against both bug types and steel types, my Rock Slide will be doing a lot of neutral damage due to rock types being not very effective against steel types, but super effective against bug types. So I do decide to go for the hard farm down right here. I do actually decide to shield as well, because I did think it was going to be another move like an Iron Head or something. It was still only a Night Slash, and that still is fine, but my opponent does make a swap into Dynamic Punch. You guys will see how much damage Poliwrath with Dynamic Punch will be doing. Got the excellent off, boom, one shot left. I can just go for the Mud Shot, and his final Pokemon is that Scizor. A few more Mud Shots till they both faint, allowing us to win the first round. Good game to our opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Shadow Machamp. As you guys know, if you do have a Shadow type Pokemon, you will gain a 30% attack buff, but gain a 30% defense debuff as well to make it even. Since he is a Shadow type Pokemon, my Dragon Breath is going to be doing more damage, as I said. But if he wasn't a Shadow type Pokemon, I do think that he could have gotten away with a Rock Slide or a bunch of Rock Slides before I did even get my Dragon Claws. He did actually get that 1 HP clutch with getting that second Rock Slide off. I do have 2 Dragon Claws charged up and basically half health for my Dragonite, so that is very good. He did actually shield bait with a Cross Chop. I should have known that, because it did take him more. I did get him to half health before he did get to that Rock Slide, but he did get to that charge move before he fainted, so that means that it would have been a Cross Chop. I should have realized that, and I would have had another shield to use. Because of that, I did fall for the shield bait, and my opponent's second Pokemon is a Gyarados. Gyarados does actually have Waterfall, so this is very good for us, because Dragon types do resist water types, and his Waterfall is going to be doing barely any damage. He may be able to go for the farm down, but it will be very difficult and he will be left with like barely any HP. As you guys see here, I think he did realize that he won't be able to get to that, so he does decide to throw in his charge move here, and because of that, that is very good. He doesn't have as much energy as he should have, and that does allow my Tangrowth to come in, which reveals his final Pokemon, which is a Metagross. I do decide to make a swap onto my Poliwrath, charge up to those Dynamic Punches. Dynamic Punch is going to be doing a lot of neutral damage due to fighting types being super effective against steel types. but not very effective against psychic types that will be causing neutral damage to occur, and because of that, it does allow us to win the second round. Good game to our opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is once again a Shadow Machamp. So once again, we do know that Shadow Machamp will not be able to get to his Rock Slide before going below half health. Because of that, my opponent does realize this and make a swap out into a Gallade. Gallade probably does have Confusion as his fast move, and Confusion is a very strong Psychic type fast move that is actually taking chunks off of my Dragonite right now. I do decide not to shield here because if it is going to be a Leaf Blade is going to be doing not very effective damage due to Grass types being not very effective against both Dragon types and Flying types. So that's very good. My Dragon Claw does charge up right here, and it will be doing a lot of neutral damage, and it is very close to fainting him. It is very good because his Gallade will be able to take on basically all of my Pokemon, including my Tangrowth and my Poliwrath. My opponent's second Pokemon is a Swampert. From here, I'm thinking that his last two Pokemon are a Poliwrath and a Tangrowth. So right after my Dragonite does faint, I am going to make a swap out into a Tangrowth. Tangrowth will be doing double super effective damage due to Grass types being super effective against both Water types and Ground types. That will be doing double super effective damage. Hydro Cannon we resist due to Grass types being not very effective against, or being due to Water types being not very effective against Grass types. Because of that, it does allow us to win the third round. Good game to our opponent. For the fourth round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Magnezone. So this is a very bad start for us due to Magnezone being a Steel and Electric type Pokemon. Dragon types once again do not very effective damage against Steel types, and he probably does have those double charge moves with Mirror Shot and Wild Charge. That will be very hard to counter because it could either be a Mirror Shot to use as a shield bait or a Wild Charge. If you do get hit with a Wild Charge, you will probably faint. And right here, we do get hit by a Wild Charge that did do a lot of damage. He does get a defense debuff. I did want to make a swap out into my Poliwrath, but if my Poliwrath did also get hit with a Wild Charge, my Poliwrath would have fainted easily as well. So I did decide to throw in a shield here. If he does throw in a Mirror Shot, that will be very unfortunate because Mirror Shot is a Steel type charge move. He did throw in a Mirror Shot, and Mirror Shot is going to be double resisted due to Steel types being not very effective against both Fighting types and Steel types. He does throw in both Mirror Shots, and he did get a very good shield bait on my Poliwrath. His second Pokemon is a Venusaur. Venusaur is a Poison and Grass type Pokemon. These Ice Punches will be doing super effective damage against him due to Ice types being super effective against Grass types. We do not get a shield off, but my second Ice Punch will probably get a shield. If you did have Power Up Punch, if you did have at least 2 stacked up Power Up Punches, it would have been doing a lot of damage, enough to probably go for the hard farm down. I did decide to make a swap onto my Tangrowth because my Rock Slide will be doing neutral damage, but his Vine Whips will be doing not very effective damage. This is going to be a Sludge Bomb, but we will be able to survive, and once I throw this Rock Slide, both of us will be the same health. Rock Slide does charge up right here, and it will probably get him very low, or it still is okay if it doesn't faint him, because I do want my Polyrath to get a farm done as well. He is not low enough for my Polyrath to mudshot him down. He is pretty high health, still not high enough, but my Ice Punch will definitely faint him, but my Mudshots will not be able to. My Ice Punch does charge up here. Even if I did under farm and not charge it up all the way, it still would have fainted him due to Ice types being super effective against Grass types. And this is very unfortunate because my opponent's final Pokemon is a Gallade. As you guys see, he is going to be doing super effective damage, and it is taking off chunks off of my Polyrath due to Psychic types being super effective against Fighting types. Because of that, it does allow us to lose the 4th round. Good game to our opponent.